KSJE. KSJE is a listener-supported radio station licensed to San Juan College in Farmington, New Mexico. We're thrilled to be able to offer new, innovative, and unique programming. But we need your help. See all the ways you can support KSJE by going to our website at ksje.com/support. This is 90.9 FM, KSJE, Farmington, New Mexico. This program is supported by MyLabs, patient-ordered testing. San Juan Regional Medical Center is expanding its services to offer low-cost blood screenings year-round. Now offering walk-in convenience to get the blood tests you want when you want them. MyLabs, patient-ordered testing, is available at the hospital's laboratory and the Outpatient Diagnostic Center on 30th Street in Farmington. With nearly 20 tests available, there's an option for everyone. MyLabs, patient-ordered testing, a wellness service of San Juan Regional Medical Center. .838 KSJE. You're listening to the Scott Michlin Morning Program. Here's a look at the sunrise this morning here at San Juan College for our viewers who are watching us on Facebook and YouTube this morning. And as we check the weather forecast, right now we are expecting a partly sunny day throughout the Four Corners today. High temperature about 81 in Farmington today and about 50 overnight. Partly cloudy, 80 tomorrow, 76 on Wednesday, and clear skies Wednesday night. Take a look at that low, 37 for an overnight low on Wednesday. Right now outside our studios it's 61 degrees in Farmington. Winds are out of the east at 4 miles per hour. And I'm Scott Michlin. Thanks for joining us, everyone, this morning. And again, my guests here in the studio from the Aztec Highland Games and Celtic Festival. Sally Burbridge is here. Good morning once again.
Good morning.
And also Jessica Pilati is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And during the break, we did some research, high-level research, and we discovered what a shillelagh is.
Yes.
Right? It could be a four-leaf clover or shamrock, but it really is a stick.
It really is a stick.
Yes,
it really is.
Yes,
a
we
stick.
actually we did this
special
high secret Celtic database that we searched.
I
on
know
Google.
you have access to it. Yes.
And you know, most people have heard of St. Patrick.
It's Google, but okay.
Oh Google.
Google.
There we go. Oh Google. We Googled it.
Gosh.
Anyway.
And
Do you want to?
the shillelagh is
A shillelagh it's a stick, a walking stick, but a lot of times used as a weapon. So most people would have maybe heard of this with the legend of St. Patrick and running all the snakes out of Ireland with a shillelagh.
a shillelagh. There you go. And so the band
Is-
that you have hired are the stubby
shillelaghs.
shillelaghs.
So it's a
Not
very
sure what
short
to do with a
walking stick.
stubby shillelagh.
So it gives a little more mental image
It
to the
does.
Yes.
band that will be on
Yes.
stage at the Highland Games this year. So stubby shillelaghs.
Right.
Okay, and we may hear a little bit of their music here in just a moment, but in the meantime, we'll talk a bit more about the events that are happening, including the heavy athletic competitions, and that's always very impressive to me.
Yes.
And to everybody, I think, too, by
Yes.
seeing these men and women out there throwing heavy things.
Yes, they are.
Which is
they
really
are
what they
throwing-
do.
Yes.
They are throwing very heavy things, and the heavy athletic competition is both days, Saturday and Sunday, and it's 8 different competitions, and it's like Scott said, it's throwing very heavy things. The most popular one, of course, is the caber toss, which looks like a big telephone pole. And there's various aspects of all these things. We do have descriptions of these things around the field so people can get an idea of what they're about. But the athletics are definitely a big highlight of the festival, if not the biggest thing. And so we're also part of the Four Corners regional championships. And so we have the 4 states, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico competing against each other. And so we've actually expanded that to have that all weekend. We usually just do the championship on Saturday, and we're doing the championship on both Saturday and
cool.
Sunday. So the scores from both days will be totaled to see which state will win. And don't forget that if you come and watch, or even if you don't come on watch on Saturday, although you should, there is a novice class on Sunday, and that is open to anybody who would like to do the events. You don't have to have any experience. We do have people, the athletes will help you and show you how to do it safely. But there could be you may have a hidden talent that
you never
don't know about.
That's right, because you probably haven't thrown a sheaf of hay over a bar or a big giant rock across the line or a big telephone pole caber.
And these are all things that can come in handy in a day-to-day life.
I could use some of those
Especially
skills.
on the Scottish farm, I'm assuming.
Yes.
That's true.
But one quick note, if I can, about scheduling. Because that's a huge question we get every year, is what time do they start throwing the telephone poles? Or what time?
Right.
And for anyone who's familiar with track and field events, you can't set, this starts at this time. It depends on how many people sign up on that day. There's a lot of variables. And a lot of times there's multiple, at least 4 events going on all at the same time on the field.
Right.
So there's no set time. We say we break. Are we doing the kids' games this year?
We are.
Okay, so we break for the kids' game at noon-ish.
Around lunchtime.
That's an official term.
Right,
yes,
noon-ish.
Depending
Noon-ish.
on when the morning competitions wrap up.
Right.
So we can't give you a set time. They just start at 9 a.m. and they run all day. So it's a...
So you have a great chance, if you're there all day, you have a great chance of seeing every single event.
Right.
Because you can walk around the field. Our field is in the center of Riverside Park, the athletic field, and so we have space all around, very safe space, that people can walk all around the field so they can visit vendors as well as watch the games at the same time, hear the music, visit the dance competition, which is at one end of the field. So there's just tons of things to do.
Lots going on, for sure. And a great way to spend a great October weekend.
Absolutely.
Yes.
For sure in Aztec. And again, we know it's a busy weekend because there's another event happening on that Saturday that we do certainly want folks know about, and we've talked about it on this program, which is the annual Chili in October event with the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. But they have a deal that you can get a discount coming to the Celtic Festival.
Yes, we've partnered with them for the last couple of years, and basically, because the chili cook-off only runs, I think, till 1 or 2 or something like that. It's just in the morning on Saturday.
Right.
So basically, if you do attend, it's hard because there's so many events in our area. So if you want to attend the chili cook-off and you have your wristband on and you come to the Celtic games or to the Celtic Festival, we give you a $5 discount to get in at the gate.
There you go.
So that's a pretty great deal.
That is a great deal. So perfect. Nice to work together on that and help both organizations, which is great. And you have another stage that you are memorializing for someone this year too, which is important. And I think it's great because you honor Connie Gotch, which is wonderful. And of course, listeners of this station certainly know that name. And you've been doing that since the very, very beginning with Connie. And now this year, as you mentioned, the main stage is going to be named for Chad Rower, pardon me, former firefighter.
Former firefighter and our lead of our logistics team.
Okay.
Yes.
Who did a lot for the Highland Games.
Oh my gosh, yes.
He's greatly missed.
Right.
He's very missed every day.
And then the third stage then will have another name associated with it now, right?
We do. That will be the Christy A. Moore Memorial Highland Dance Stage. Christy was a sister of our clan coordinator, Roger Moore. And she knew that how important the Celtic history and clans and this event was to her brother. And so we wanted to honor her with that stage.
Very nice. That'll be great. Well, and again, and there's so much going on, and there's actually activities on all 3 stages pretty much all day long. So it's always really cool, no matter what you like. If you like traditional music, you can go to that stage. Something a little newer sounding, go to the main stage, or the dance competition, you can go to that stage.
The dance competition is actually run by a woman in Albuquerque, Emma Trentman, who has her own dance studio, and she's amazing. She gets this together every year for us and then comes. So basically, I mean, not to sound like I'm not doing anything, but all I do is provide her a stage, and she does everything else.
For that one part.
For that
one part.
Festival. The other 85 million things Jessica's dealing with.
Yeah. So, but Emma is great, and it's really neat. The dance competition is very neat, and this is Highland dance, which actually was done by the men on the battlefield. Traditionally, yes. It was done by the men on the battlefield. To
with a shillelagh?
Usually a sword.
Usually
not
a sword.
A shillelagh.
Okay. We're talking Scotland, not Ireland here.
Okay.
But the men were doing the dances as like kind of a good luck going into battle or telling a story. It was telling a story of a battle that was maybe already fought.
I see.
And so that's kind of the neat history about this. And they do give a description of the dances that are being done up there on the stage. And these are all mainly younger folks doing these dances, and a lot of talent out there.
And a lot of practice, a lot of
A
rehearsing
lot of
Yeah.
practice.
to be so uniform.
And
in
they
some
are
of the
being
things.
judged. We have a judge there, and there are trophies, and
Nice.
it's a whole competition.
Very good. Well, speaking of shillelaghs, we do have some music from the Stubby Shillelaghs to let folks know and viewers see what we're talking about here, right?
Uh-huh.
And this is a more traditional
Yes.
Celtic song
Yes.
that we're going to hear.
Finnegan's Wake.
Finnegan's Wake through the
Yes.
miracle of YouTube, everyone. And let's just take a look and see if we can make this happen here on the program for our radio listeners and our video viewers. Can it happen? Let's find out. Here we go. Some of the Stubby Shillelaghs on KSJE. Stand by, everyone.
Well, Tim Finnegan lived in a walking street, a gentle Irishman, mighty young. He had a beautiful brogue, so rich and sweet, and to rise in a whirl he carried a heart. Now you see the sort of a tippler's way. For the love for the liquor Martin was born. And a helping man with his wacky trade, a traveling creature every morn. Back in idle, then to hang around the floor, you try to shake. Then you hear and the truth they tell you, lots of fun and Finnegan's Wake. Now, well, one morning Tim felt rather foul. His head felt heavy, which made him shake.
A little bit of music from the Stubby Shillelaghs, who will be appearing at the Aztec Highland Games, and that is in one of their bar appearances in probably the Denver area, I would say. But they'll be on the main stage at the Aztec Highland Games coming up October 6th and 7th.
Yes.
Performing both days, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
they're the headline band on Saturday night, and then they'll appear again on Sunday afternoon.
Yep, yep.
So that's
So they
great.
will be the headline band right before the Bonnie Knees competition
They
on
are
Saturday.
Right before.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
So actually, yeah, they will be on the stage somewhere between 3 and 5, or 3 to 6, 4 to 6, something like that, and then the Bonnie Knees will happen. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So
And we will have the schedule posted to Facebook and the website soon.
it's coming.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
That's very
coming.
true.
Finalizing,
Okay.
finalizing.
Good to know. Tickets for folks who want to buy their tickets to get in or come both days or what have you. There's lots of varieties I know to
Absolutely.
do that, but they can do it online.
They can. Our website is aztechhighlandgames.com. Very simple to remember. You may buy tickets online for the event. You may come to the gate and buy tickets. We are able to do credit card, everything that everybody's able to do now, so not an issue.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good. And again, at the gate or whatever, and there's prices for kids and adults and
Yes,
whatever,
so, yeah, I should have said that. So 12 and under are free.
right? Okay.
Our regular gate price now is $17 for one day, so that would be $17 for either Saturday or Sunday. Our weekend pass is $22. So
For
that
both
gets
days?
you in for both days.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Haggis folks coming back this year?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
We do have food there. We have some great food vendors, and I have put out the word that I would love it if they could do some sort of Scottish fare. It doesn't have to
Right.
be their whole menu,
Right.
but just something. And we do have the wood-fired pizza ladies there, so I'm like, haggis pizza. I think that'd go over really well.
You do?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy you one,
All right, I
Scott.
hope you will. Okay. Can't wait. There you go. Haggis is something that
It's an acquired taste.
It's,
That's the
isn't it?
best way
That's
to-
the way to describe it, Sally. You're absolutely right about that. So perfect.
And it's an acquired taste that stays with you.
Yes, it does. That's very true.
Never forget.
No, true. That's true. And sponsors, of course, you couldn't do without the sponsors. And I know there's a lot of great businesses that always step up to help make this
Oh my
possible.
gosh. Yes, I mean, we could not ever do this without our sponsors. Our biggest sponsor, which we call our layered sponsor, is Joe Cosmore with Cozy Homes. He's been an athlete in the past. He will not be competing this year, which we're very sad about. But this has been close to his heart for many, many years. And so we just appreciate him so much. Aztec Talon, of course, Aztec Urgent Care, Help me, Sally. Help me.
Right.
Aztec Lodgers Tax Board.
Lodgers Tax Board, City of
Right.
Aztec. Yep, that's true. Presidential Inn and Suites is a huge sponsor of
Right.
ours. So we just have so many sponsors, and of course we'll be shouting out their names throughout the entire weekend. So we can't do anything without them.
That's true. Very true.
Absolutely.
I think I'll be shouting out their names throughout
You
the
will be
weekend,
shouting out
actually,
their names.
come to think of it. But yeah, but that's true. Well, I can't thank you both enough for coming in this morning to talk about the great event that is the Aztec Highland Games and Celtic Festival.
Well, we hope to
you.
see everybody there this week, that weekend. Not this weekend.
Not this
the
weekend.
of October 6th and 7th.
If you go this weekend, you can check it out, but you won't, there's no
Nothing
admission
will be
this
there.
weekend. Next weekend, though, the
And
6th and 7th.
Just want to leave everyone with kind of that last image that Scott said that he will be shouting out. So just imagine Scott running around the field in Riverside Park in his kilt, shouting out business names.
There you
Yes,
go. That's
yes.
true.
You got to
That's what
come
he'll
just
be
to see
doing.
that.
That's true. I'm not sure how much running I'll be doing, but thanks for thinking I will be doing that. So that's great. Looking forward to it, as always. So thanks so much. It's the Aztec Highland Games and Celtic Music Festival coming up October 6th and 7th at Riverside Park in beautiful Aztec, New Mexico. You can find out more information online, of course, at aztechighlandgames.com. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
you.
Back with more in just a moment right here on KSJE.
In the early summer of 1942, United States forces in the Pacific could have been defeated at the distant tip of the Hawaiian archipelago at Midway.
A Moment in Time with Dan Roberts.
When the last Japanese dive bombers departed Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, they missed the greatest prize. 3 aircraft carriers assigned to the Pacific Fleet were absent on that fateful Sunday morning, and to the Japanese command, these ships remained a deadly threat. In many ways, the Japanese were victims of their own success. Their almost seamless run of victories since early December had given Tokyo a false sense of invulnerability, an overconfidence the Navy would later call victory disease. They delayed changing the secret naval signal codes from April 1st to June 1st, and this enabled hard-working U.S. codebreakers to read as much as 85% of Japanese radio traffic. The Japanese High Command was also divided about whether to strike deeper into the southwestern Pacific to isolate Australia or to follow the desire of Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto to return to the Central Pacific to take out the U.S. carriers he had missed. In the end, the Japanese attempted both.